Have you ever had a door slammed shut in your face, only to realize it was the best thing that could have happened to you? Today, we're going to explore the skill of overcoming rejection head-on, drawing inspiration from the teachings of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Imagine a world in which the sound of no, rather than down, is the driving force behind your success. Words like rejection might hurt, but they also have the power to propel you forward. The point isn't to defy fate, but to realize that the universe's no can actually be a coded yes to something bigger. How about you? Do you feel unappreciated, unnoticed, or neglected? The script needs to be turned on now. In this video, we'll break down 13 lessons that might help you make the most of setbacks. We aren't merely discussing abstract ideas here. Rather, these are tactics you can actually put into practice on a regular basis. First, let's make sure that everyone has the chance to hear this advice. Hit that like button and ring the notification bell. It tells YouTube that you find value in what we're presenting. Now let's get started on this revolutionary path together, ready to turn your rejections into your greatest achievements. Number 1. Ignore them. When life offers you the cold shoulder of indifference, don't flinch back. Rise above it. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't petty. It's a tremendous statement of your self-worth. Imagine this. Someone decides you're not worth their time. That's their loss, not yours. By choosing not to interact, you're saying, I am worth more. It's like turning a mirror towards them, silently reflecting their behavior and showing them you're unaffected. Now, how do you accomplish this without losing yourself in bitterness? Simple. Focus on your life, your goals, and your pleasure. Dive into things that enhance you, be it reading, athletics, acquiring a new skill, or just enjoying the company of those who value you. This isn't about getting back at someone. It's about regaining your energy and spending it where it matters. Sometimes it stings when someone ignores us, but instead of lingering in that pain, use it as a stimulus for progress. Build a fortress of self-respect and let their disinterest bounce off it. You're not simply surviving their rejection, you're prospering despite it. This attitude doesn't just demonstrate emotional maturity. It's a testament to your inner power. Remember, your value doesn't decrease depending on someone's unwillingness to see your worth. Stay true to yourself and let your actions speak louder than their silence. Second, don't react emotionally. Rejection can sting, making you want to respond, and let your emotions run wild. But here's a secret weapon from the Stoic playbook: tranquility. When someone brushes you off, it's tempting to let frustration or despair take the driver's seat. Stoicism, a philosophy as relevant today as it was in ancient Greece, provides a different path. It means embracing a prepared, intelligent reaction. This isn't about concealing your feelings. It's about not letting them control you. When you're ignored, instead of becoming irritated or seeking validation, take a step back. Ask yourself, why is this bothering me? Often, it's not the rejection itself, but our own fears that hurt us the most. Here's where we need to become practical. You're being ignored. Breathe. Reflect on why this situation isn't defining you. It's just that, a moment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our acts and responses, not on others' behavior. So, remain courteous and kind. If you feel like reaching out, do so with genuine concern, not expectation. This technique isn't about being passive, it's about becoming masters of your emotions. It's knowing that your self-worth isn't dependent on others' acceptance. Your power lies in how you respond, not in how others treat you. That's a game changer. Adopting this perspective isn't simple, but it's revolutionary. When you master composure in the face of rejection, you're not just navigating a terrible situation. You're maturing. You're discovering that your inner calm doesn't depend on external validation. It's a journey towards self-confidence, where you learn to esteem yourself independently. By doing this, you show real strength and resilience. And guess what? That's extremely attractive. People are drawn to people who are self-assured, those who don't shatter at the first sight of apathy. So, you're not simply coping, you're thriving by being calm. You're becoming someone who can face rejection and convert it into a stepping stone for personal progress. That's the Stoic way. Third, remove them from your memory. When faced with rejection, harnessing the art of detachment becomes a tremendous tool in your arsenal. This isn't about ignoring or pretending the rejection didn't sting. It's about turning that experience into something transformative. Start by admitting the rejection. Feel its impact, but don't let it anchor your thoughts. Like a competent sailor negotiating severe seas, utilize the waves to steer you ahead, not to capsize your boat. Transforming rejection requires a new perspective. Picture rejection not as a roadblock, but as a diversion sign pointing you to new roads and opportunities. Explore activities that enrich your spirit and widen your perspectives. Dive into a book that challenges your thinking, take up a sport that tests your abilities, or volunteer in a community project that offers a different viewpoint. These aren't just distractions. They are stepping stones to self-discovery and growth. Every new experience carves off a part of you, making you more resilient and flexible. Also, develop a circle of optimism. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you. In their company, discuss your goals and listen to theirs. Such relationships create an environment where mutual growth thrives. Remember, rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's an encouragement to rediscover and reinvent yourself. As you negotiate this trip, you'll learn that what once felt like a terrible rejection was, in fact, a nudge towards a more gratifying path. Fourth, demonstrate your value. Rejection sucks, but it's also a litmus test for your perseverance. Instead of wilting under its weight, embrace it as a chance to reveal your grit. Next time you're sidestepped in a meeting or overlooked for a promotion, take a breath. Instead of generating a storm of self-pity or hatred, turn that energy into constructive action. Work on a project that displays your expertise or offers to lead a new endeavor. Your value isn't diminished by others' oversight. It's an opportunity to shine brighter, undeterred by the shadows of dismissal. Remember the old saying, when one door closes, another opens. That's not simply idle discussion, it's a roadmap for action. Rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a redirection to where you're needed more. If you're passed over for a role, maybe it's the universe prodding you towards something that corresponds better with your strengths and passions. Use this as a spark for reviewing and realigning. What are your core strengths? How can you pivot to make the most of them? It's about building your success story, one where every failure is a setup for a comeback. This isn't about pasting a grin over disappointment. It's about facing the full spectrum of emotions and then moving forward with grace. Stoicism instructs us to focus on what we can control, our actions and emotions. When faced with rejection, exercise empathy, both for yourself and others. Maybe the co-worker who overlooked you is confronting their own fears. Extend your understanding, not as a weakness, but as a testament to your strength. Grow from these experiences, reflect on them, learn, and then, like a phoenix, rise from the ashes of rejection more formidable and wise than before. Rejection, therefore, isn't the end of your tale. It's a twist in the storyline, pushing you towards becoming the most honest, resilient version of yourself. Face it head-on, with the wisdom of the centuries and the vibrancy of youth, and watch as it turns from your worst fear to your greatest ally in personal growth and achievement. Fifth, cut off contact. Silence isn't just a lack of sound, it's a strong tool in your emotional armory. especially when dealing with rejection. Imagine you've been ignored or turned down. Your impulse might scream to fix it and reach out to bridge that distance. But here's where you flip the script. Enjoy stillness. It's not about playing games, it's about recovering your power. When you choose not to react, not to bombard with texts or calls, you're taking a step back. This stop isn't just for them, it's for you to readjust and realize your worth isn't dependent on someone's acceptance. Let's dive deeper. This quiet isn't passive, it's active and strategic. You're not just waiting, you're reflecting and learning. It's a moment to refocus on your goals, your passions, and your life. Think of it as a reset button, providing you with clarity and strength. This period of no communication isn't frigid or rude. It's a barrier you set for your mental serenity. It's saying, I respect myself too much to chase or beg. This approach isn't just stoic, it's inspiring. It speaks volumes about your self-worth and confidence. Ultimately, consider the silent message you're delivering. In a society where quick replies are expected, your quiet might be intriguing or even attractive. It shows you're not easily rocked, and that you have a life full of hobbies and objectives outside of this rejection. It's not about making them regret it or come back crawling. It's about proving you're stable, centered, and not readily persuaded by external validation. This technique doesn't guarantee a change in their behavior, but it promises a change in yours, making you stronger, more grounded, and ready to face whatever comes next with grace and composure. 6. Prove them wrong. The art of leveraging rejection isn't simply about proving people incorrect, but proving to yourself what you're genuinely capable of. It's about shifting no into your fuel for progress. Let's imagine someone questions your ability to perform a given skill or task. Here's your chance to sharpen that expertise, not in their favor, but to overcome your own bounds. Dive deep into studying, practice relentlessly, and show up with a level of skill that even you didn't realize you had. This isn't about a spectacular disclosure to the doubters. It's about slowly establishing a fortress of expertise and self-assurance. Now picture the influence of your actions rather than words. You don't need to disclose your plans or progress. Let your achievements speak. If you're labeled uncreative, go on a project that demonstrates your inventiveness. If you're characterized as uncommitted, let your consistent activities be your response. This stealthy revolution of self-improvement isn't a war against others' perceptions, but a crusade for personal perfection. And when you change, the world's narrative about you evolves too. The key to proving them wrong is not changing their ideas, but rather transforming your own self-image. Your journey of self-improvement will not only amaze others, but also redefine your perspective on your possibilities. This isn't just about proving them incorrect. It's about redefining what right means to you. And along this path, the greatest success is the knowledge that the only affirmation that truly matters is the one you offer yourself. 7. Go out and have fun. Life's essential essence shines brightest when we move outside our comfort zones. Embracing joy isn't just about having fun, it's a strategic step to build resilience. When faced with rejection, the normal instinct is to withdraw, to stew in the sourness of the experience. But here's a twist. Oppose that impulse by consciously searching out delight. This isn't about dismissing your feelings, it's about giving them a new playground. Whether it's discovering a new interest or reviving an old passion, the act itself becomes a declaration of defiance against the weight of rejection. Humans are social beings, and there's great strength in shared experiences. On your path to leveraging rejection, remember the value of your tribe. Invite friends for a stroll, join a community art project, or simply share a meal. These moments of connection do more than just improve your spirits. They reinforce your place in the tapestry of human interaction. Each laugh shared and each story recounted is a subtle reminder that you are more than the sum of your setbacks. You're part of a greater narrative, one that lives on connection and shared resilience. Here's where the real magic happens. Plunge into the unknown. Rejection can feel like a closed door, but in actuality, it opens many more. Try a food you've never tasted, visit a neighborhood you've never explored, or attend a session on a topic new to you. These events are not just distractions, they're possibilities for growth. Each new event adds layers to your character, making you more adaptive, more sympathetic, and more suited to face life's curveballs. Remember, the aim isn't to forget the rejection, but to grow from it, turning every no into a stepping stone towards a fuller, more colorful existence. Eighth, build your social status. Imagine you're in a room, unnoticed, virtually unnoticeable. Here's your hidden chance. Stoicism encourages us to transform such moments of rejection into catalysts for personal improvement. Instead of seeking validation, focus on self-enhancement and community involvement. This isn't about climbing a social ladder. It's about climbing your own ladder of self-development. Activities like physical exercise, pursuing interests, or developing in your work aren't just tasks. They are your tools to carve out a better, more resilient self. Think about sharing your story, not for applause but for connection. When you talk about your hobbies or successes, let it be a bridge to locate those who identify with your story. This isn't a tactic to collect followers, but an honest attempt to locate like-minded folks. You're not just adding lines to your CV by volunteering or networking. You're constructing a tapestry of valuable relationships. This approach is profoundly based on Stoic philosophy, where personal progress and contributing to the common good are linked. In increasing your social position, intention is vital. It's not a search for popularity. It's a voyage towards becoming a better version of yourself. Every move you take should be a stride towards progress, with a ripple effect that benefits the community. This mindset adjustment is critical. It's not about being seen, it's about watching yourself grow and, in turn, helping others grow. This Stoic mindset is a great weapon for navigating the modern world, turning the tide of rejection into a tidal wave of positive transformation. 9. Act as if they don't exist. When faced with someone who ignores you, sometimes the strongest answer is a quiet one. It's not about being petty or frigid. It's about respecting your own peace. If someone chooses to overlook you, let them. Don't waste your energy trying to grab their attention or initiate a discussion. Instead, redirect your attention. In a social setting, such as a party, this may entail turning towards someone who values your company. Start a conversation there. It's about knowing that your worth isn't established by someone else's acknowledgement. In the unavoidable intersections where you must interact with this person, keep your professionalism. Keep your conversations concise, to the point, and devoid of personal depth. This isn't about showing them up, it's about showing up for yourself. By keeping it completely business, you're not leaving an opportunity for unneeded drama. It's an attitude that says, I'm here for what's important, not for the play. This approach helps you stay focused on what counts, keeping you grounded and unshaken by disinterest. Ultimately, if the neglect continues, embrace the power of stepping away. This isn't a defeat, it's a planned retreat. It's about realizing that your energy is best put elsewhere, in relationships and pursuits that bring you joy and growth. By choosing not to engage in a one-sided conflict, you're not just moving beyond a person, you're moving towards better chances, healthier interactions, and a more calm state of mind. Your response to disinterest isn't a reflection of defeat, it's a monument to your strength and self-respect. 10. Give them the silent treatment. Choosing silence in the face of indifference isn't about getting the upper hand, it's about retaining your dignity. Stoicism encourages us to use silence not as a tactic to agitate or manipulate, but as a tool for self-reflection and emotional mastery. When someone ignores you and you respond with silence, let that silence be a period of introspection. It's a moment to examine your feelings, sift through your thoughts, and discover clarity. This isn't about punishing the other person, it's about keeping your inner calm. In this silence, there's a significant potential for personal growth. It's not about closing down, it's about opening up to yourself. Stoicism advises us to utilize these moments to reflect on our virtues, our ideals, and how we want to relate to the world. It's a chance to ask ourselves, why does this hurt me? What can I learn from this? How can I grow? This kind of stillness is productive, not destructive. It's an opportunity to strengthen your character and connect your responses with your ideals. So, if you choose to remain silent, let it be a conscious choice anchored in self-care and intelligence. It's a determination to avoid engaging in activities that are beneath you, like manipulation, retribution, or pettiness. Instead, it's adopting Stoicism's call for moderation and self-control. By choosing not to answer, you're not just ignoring someone else. You're intently listening to yourself. It's a practice of maintaining your composure, focusing on your particular journey, and embracing the Stoic ideal of tranquility in the face of adversity. 11. Don't ask for attention. In the face of indifference, the Stoic method isn't to beg for attention. It's a call to anchor yourself in your own self-worth and independence. When someone ignores you, it's not a cue for you to perform louder for their gaze. Instead, it's an opportunity to turn within and reinforce your own value. Stoicism teaches us that our self-esteem shouldn't be a pendulum swung by others' attention. It's about being firm in your own self-esteem and understanding that your worth isn't up for debate. Engage in your passions and pursuits with a heart full of self-sufficiency. It's not about showing off to make someone realize what they're missing. It's about realizing for yourself what you bring to the table. Indulge in hobbies that fulfill you, connect with others who value you, and develop a life that makes you proud. This isn't a passive act. It's a passionate, active embrace of your own life. It's about being so engrossed in your own improvement and happiness that the desire for outside affirmation starts to slip away into irrelevance. Rather than chasing after transient attention, invest in yourself. Build a life that you're satisfied with, independent of how others see it. Let your confidence and self-assurance be a byproduct of your personal progress and achievements, not a show put on for an audience. This Stoic approach isn't just about dealing with rejection, it's about conquering it. By focusing on what truly matters, your own journey of progress and fulfillment, you turn rejection into a chance to reinforce your determination and enhance your awareness of self-worth. 12. Be kind, but emotionally aloof. Even when met with apathy, choose to respond with kindness, yet keep your emotional world defended. This isn't about being frigid, it's about maintaining your inner calm. When someone ignores you, it's natural to feel upset or frustrated. However, Stoicism teaches us to approach such circumstances not with emotional turmoil, but with a controlled heart. Offer a smile, a polite hello, or a simple wish for a nice day, but do so without the weight of expectations. Your kindness is a gift, not a sale. Maintaining emotional distance is not about building walls, it's about drawing lines, knowing that while you can control your actions, you cannot control how others respond. This distance is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of strength and self-respect. It's a conscious choice to not let someone else's behavior define your emotional state. By keeping courteous yet detached, you're saying, I choose not to let your indifference upset my balance. This strategy doesn't simply protect you, it empowers you. This path of kindness, paired with emotional detachment, is a magnificent expression of Stoic wisdom. It's a balance that allows you to interact with elegance, yet stand firm in your own emotional integrity. It's a demonstration of respect for yourself and others, as well as a testament to your maturity and understanding. In this manner, you walk through life's rejections not with bitterness or hurt, but with an unwavering sense of inner peace and dignity. 13. Don't expose your difficulty. When someone ignores you, the temptation to demonstrate your troubles might be great. However, Stoicism teaches us the art of preserving our composure. It's not about pretending everything is good. It's about internal resilience. Displaying that you're unaffected isn't fake. It's a sign of actual inner steadiness. Continue to live your life with the same passion and commitment as before. It's not a performance for others, but a testimonial to your own strength. This method isn't about rejecting your sentiments. Acknowledge them, but don't allow them to be the captain of your ship. Let tranquility and self-assurance be your guides. It's about controlling what you can, your actions, your replies, and your demeanor. You're not simply showing others your strength, you're reminding yourself of it by continuing your life with confidence. It's a subtle but powerful method of declaring that your sense of self-worth is independent of others' judgments or actions. In essence, you're embracing the Stoic notion of emotional resilience by not showing your difficulties. This isn't about hiding your feelings. It's about regulating them in a way that respects your dignity and self-respect. It's a demonstration of knowledge and integrity, indicating that you are grounded in your own character and not affected by external circumstances. Your response in the face of rejection is not just for the public to see. It's a mirror reflecting your own courage and stability. We've walked together through the twists and turns of reverse psychology, revealing 13 powerful lessons on changing rejection into a tool for your success. Remember, each no you confront is a stepping stone to resilience, a lesson in Stoicism, teaching us to channel our inner power. Now I dare you to implement these lessons in your daily life. Embrace rejection not as a setback, but as a stimulus for growth and self-discovery. I'm excited to hear your stories of triumph, so hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and drop a comment below. Share your journey, your successes, and even your problems. If you're at a loss for words, just put "strength in adversity" to prove you've made it through our session. Your interaction drives this community, pushing us towards wisdom, understanding, and above all, the art of turning any obstacle into an opportunity. Here's to perfecting the art of Stoic resilience together. Stay Stoic.